Okay, let's go ahead and get things underway. I'm going to move us on over to this screen. Oops, hold on. There we go. This screen. Hey, everyone. And let's go ahead and give Spotify the rest of the stream off. And hello, guys. Welcome to this very unscheduled, very late night starting live stream. I usually, when I start my live streams, it's like 2-3 hours ago, and I'll go until 1 or 2 in the morning, but it's pretty rare that I start a live stream shortly before midnight. And really it's mainly because I just wanted to kind of chat with you guys. I wanted to talk about a few things that are going on with the channel and see how interested you guys are in when it comes to, having any suggestions, having any kind of a voice in the development of the channel. Because I mean, like, let's be fair. I do this. I do this as a hobby. All right. It is a hobby. And it's something that, yes, I do eventually want to monetize and maybe make a little bit of an income off of, but like, that's very, very far down the line. In the meantime, I just enjoy being out here talking to you guys, uh, you know, just chatting with you, hanging out, getting your viewpoints on things and stuff. Like I've put in the channel title, or I'm sorry, the stream title. And but yeah, I had some stuff that I wanted to talk about and just some things to share. So let me say hello to CG Anime Fan. Says that he hopes that the weather isn't too bad where I am. I'm in Houston, Texas. It is the middle of the year, and my AC is out. You tell me. No, it's okay. So it's not too bad. It's not too bad. But I do want to, maybe if I can make it work, take my phone and show you guys what is going on, because you know, it's going to require me to kind of get up and do some things, and you may not be able to hear me when I do this. I don't know. We'll see. Because right now it's just the audio that is coming through on this. What I'm going to try to do is I am going to connect, I'm going to see if I can connect Visor to my phone and then use that connection. Oh boy, this is going to be harder than I thought. Okay, I'm gonna need a moment. Let's see. I can unplug this temporarily. We're gonna put that right there. Do not fall off the desk. Bad. Okay, no cookie for that. Okay, so we're gonna put this guy in, and that will be the wire or the cable by which I connect my phone physically to Visor. And what I'm going to try to do is see if I can get it to mirror my phone, and then if I can get it to mirror my screen, I'll open up the camera and I'll take you guys around my room, because you can kind of see, like, there is a there's a table right back here that's got my actual air conditioner and its shell on it. And that's not good, right? That's not good. Your AC is unplugged, that's not great at all. Come on. Let's connect it. Okay, select to choose to see what happens with this device. Is Android USB debugging enabled? I've forgotten about bit of this bit of maintenance. Give me a moment. Okay, all right. Anybody want to school me on how to enable USB debugging on my Android phone real quick? Apparently, I haven't done it in so long. Android, enable USB debugging. I'll probably need to unlock developer options. So, okay. So, go to settings, go to about phone. Let me see. That's my phone number. About phone. Tap on build number? I don't have a build number. Okay, shouldn't it just give me the option to unlock developer options? Okay, let me try software information. Here we go, build number. All right. There, developer mode is turned on. And let's see, we have to go back to settings. Developer options, here we go. And then there should be an option for enabling USB debugging. There we go. And now, hopefully, I can use Visor. So, yes, I want to view it wirelessly. Always allow from this computer. Okay, so there. We're going to go ahead and enable high quality mirroring. Android notifications to my desktop. I mean, let's just try it. Maybe I'll get sick of it. I don't know. Now I'm going to disconnect the wire. And of course, it did not stay. All right, we're going to retry. Okay, I thought this was wireless mirroring. All right, sorry. Let me go back to chat. Okay, no one is saying anything to me, which I don't blame you guys. I'm sorry. I didn't expect this was going to happen, but, you know, these things are what they are. So I'm going to see if I can find Visor on my phone. Maybe there's a button I have to press in order to enable it on this end. So, Visor, you don't need to send me notifications. I'm already connected. Okay, I've already opened Visor on my computer. All right. So, hopefully... Dang it, it keeps disconnecting the mirroring. So I'm trying to enable the mirroring, which I should be able to do. I should be able to run it wirelessly. And then I wanted to use the phone on my camera to show you guys around my room a little bit. So you're not great at technology. That's fine. I mean, like, I basically enabled it by just uh, Google searching. That's basically what I did. So okay, so now let me make sure. All right, Visor. Um, Mobile. Let's see. What do we call it? Mobile mirroring not work. Let's see if that helps. Okay. Oh, we have to wait, we have to be connected to the same Wi-Fi? Oh, that could be an issue. All right, let me see what's available. Okay, it says I'm connected. Maybe that's why, because I was on mobile. Nope, that didn't work either. Uh, this, I swear to God, I used to be able to do this. I used to be able to do this, and I used to be pretty decent at it, but it's been so long. Try restarting both your phone and your computer. Okay, I'm not doing that. My computer has a wired connection, but I don't think that should matter because it's still connected to the same network. My phone will have a wireless connection, but uh, okay, well, I'll tell you what. Here's what we're gonna do, guys. And I'm sorry it's taken this long. Hey, Simba fan, how you doing? You like the How to Train Your Dragon remake? Fantastic film. Nice. I still need to watch it. I haven't. I had two chances, and I can't remember the first one. I think I forgot, and then the second time I had just lacked the energy. I do want to go see that movie. I swear to God, I'm gonna go see it. I just don't know when that's gonna happen. So, all right. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my limited kind of wired connection, and hopefully, I'm just gonna show you guys, I guess, from here, what is going on. This isn't too much better than trying to pick up my webcam and show you guys, but I don't have any real choice here. But you know. You're probably biased because you're a huge fan of the How to Train Your Dragon franchise, dude. One of my regular viewers, Mesozoic Mind, loves the How to Train Your Dragon franchise, and he has like no love for this live action movie. And I just want to go see the live action because I love the franchise so much. I want to support it, and I'm hoping that it'll be good too. So I don't know. Yeah, no, you're being a fan of the franchise it does not shield you from being biased, or at least not in the way that you probably think. So, anyways, what I'm gonna do is I am going to add another source here, and I think it might be, is it media source? No. Let me see. Yeah, no, that's not gonna work. Uh-huh. I just added something that I didn't need to, so we're going to delete it. Where's the delete option? Remove. God, why? Why make this so difficult? Okay, let's just try adding a window source, or maybe a video. No, that's a direct camera link though. Let's do a window capture because there is a window for. All right, and I'm just gonna put visor here, and then I'm gonna see if we can grab the phone. There we go. Okay, so you guys can see my phone here, right? Okay, no, you can't because it's not mirroring it properly. What the heck is going on with visor? Because you guys should be seeing my camera and it's not doing that. So let's try this again. All right. Okay. All right. We're killing that. We're bringing it back up. We're going to restart visor. I'm going to go for wireless viewing. And hopefully, come on, you should be able to work. Okay, I swear it's doing this to me because I'm trying to do this live. And now I've got a black screen. Why are you like this? Here, try just mirroring it. It's sitting here trying so desperately. I swear it was not this slow earlier. It was not this slow like minutes ago. Uh-huh. Okay, that is a really low quality. Can we, I'm gonna go to settings. Okay. Use Android 10 audio mirroring. Sure, try that. The delay is ridiculous. Okay, all right. Let's try a non. Okay, that is so much better. Okay, all right. Okay, hopefully now you guys will be seeing. There we go. That is so much better. All right, here we go. That looks ridiculous, but here we go. You're seeing part of my setup here. All right. There's the web camera that you guys usually see me on. All right. Medications that I have to take, my other screen, there's my interface. So anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and just show you guys a little bit of what is going on. So first of all, the window over here, and again, I hope you guys can at least see some of this, is where I usually have that AC unit, okay? And so over here, like when I was watching Superman earlier today, my air conditioner suddenly started to basically rattle like it was a machine gun. And the air conditioner was just like rumbling in the window, so I had to go and turn it off. And that was just, I had about like 20 minutes left in the movie, so it wasn't that bad. But my partner's son is pretty good at this kind of stuff, and so he came and took a look at it, and he basically, like, what that unit that you're seeing right there, that's not my regular air conditioner. My air conditioner unit. It's kind of like an economy one that he brought while he worked on that thing. And so he was able to pull it into the room. We managed to get it kind of like, we basically managed to get it out, and he was able to pull it apart and go, "Hey, you need this part." And so I went ahead and ordered the part, and we're just gonna wait for it to arrive. And in the meantime, I'm using that thing over there, which is not. It's definitely not the worst AC that I've ever used, but it's small, and I don't think it's meant to cool a room this big for too long. So like it's a little warmer in here than I would normally like it to be. And that's fine. Oh yeah. I've got a Spider-Man like mouse pad here. It's huge, but like it is the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man mouse pad. So anyways. So hey Wobble Rocket, how you doing? Good to see you. Welcome, welcome. And AMV, hey, welcome. Good to see you guys as well. You guys are talking about Toothless and Shrek, and I love it. So, also got the best Wi-Fi ever. So if you ever want to do a co-op Stardew Valley, I'm down whenever. Actually, that might be one of the things that we talk about tonight. So, all right. Hope that aside from from the air conditioner, that it was good to rewatch Superman. So I kind of can't wait for you guys to watch that live stream when it goes public on Tuesday. I'm not gonna lie. I haven't seen that movie in over 30 years. Okay, I was watching it for the first time in probably 36, 37 years. It's been a while. Okay, and um the score to that movie, the John Williams score, is very like kind of highly intertwined with my. I'll go ahead and disable the phone mirroring since I don't know when. Well, if we need it again, I'll re-enable it. But anyways, that theme, that score is very deeply entwined with my memories as a kid. And so when I'm watching this movie that I haven't seen in over 30 years, and like the opening credits like kind of blast in, there's like a big whoosh like every time, starring this person and this person, and they're all really highly lit, and they've got like the lights behind them and everything. Like it's all very big and very epic. And then for someone who hasn't seen it in so long, but has these very kind of like deeply buried memories of that soundtrack, and it, that soundtrack to me is the sound of hope and all things good. And so, like, when all of this is happening and it's all playing, it was so overwhelming to me. Like, I I was trying to hum along with it and I couldn't because my throat was tightening up. I was leaking tears, and I'm sitting there trying to hum along to it and I couldn't. And I'm just like, oh, I was just that overwhelmed. So yeah, no, I'm like CG. I'm especially eager for you to see that particular moment. There's it was good. It was a good experience. I definitely enjoyed it. I would like to get that edited up and ready by Tuesday. We're gonna see just how feckless I am. So I don't know. You can't imagine going over 30 years without seeing Superman. I swear to God, it is like the last time I remember watching a Superman movie is maybe when I had just hit double digits. Maybe. Like 1987 ish, something like that. So, yeah, for me, it's been a while. It has been a while. So, hi, Trouble. What's up, baby? How are you? So Trouble is a little bit freaked out because we had to move a lot of stuff from that corner so that my partner's son could work on the air conditioning and basically figure out what the problem was. So right now we've got the unit behind me right there. It's been taken apart. There we go. It's right there. Um, and you've got the outer casing on top of the actual air conditioning unit. But one of the fan blades broke off and essentially started hitting, like the other fan blades just kept hitting it, which is why the unit started to shake and why it was being so loud. So, yes, 1987 is the year that the fourth and final Christopher Reeve Superman film came out. And I'm pretty sure that we watched that and then watched, the other one, the first one. So, um, sorry. It's a little warmer in here, so I have to keep cool and hydrated. So I've got plenty of chilled vodka right here. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's water. I promise. It's not alcohol. But let me see. Simba fan is asking, how did I feel about Mufasa the Lion King? If you're talking about the remake, I never saw it. I have pretty much stayed away from most Disney live action remakes. I think the only one that I've seen is Lilo and Stitch. I was gonna go see a few years ago with my girlfriend at that time. We were gonna go and see Mulan together because like the marketing made it look really good, but it got such bad reviews that we just decided not to go see it. So, um, but I mean, to be perfectly honest, uh, most of those Disney live action remakes, it's really hard for me to avoid the it's really hard for me to avoid the idea, the suggestion that they really are just kind of purely being made as a cash grab. And I know that Disney is a business that exists to like make money. I get it. But like this just seems like really cynical and obvious. I mean, Nintendo is a company that, exists to make money and sell its products, and I get it. But like what they're doing with the Switch 2, I'm not going to buy a Switch 2 anytime soon because not only are controversies coming up, but Nintendo is basically just doing this. Like it's ignoring all the bad press and just going, yeah, we're not going to say anything. You just keep buying our stuff and we're just going to keep doing whatever we want. And so I'm not going to buy any of their I'm not going to buy any of their shit for at least a little while. Hi, Trouble. How are you? Um, but in any case, like, when it comes to Disney live action remakes, and I don't know. I don't know. So, okay. So, anyways, aside from the air conditioner drama, which, by the way, I've had this air conditioner for like 11 years. We bought this house 11 years ago, and this air conditioner basically came with it, so it was old when I got it. This thing has lasted 11 years, and this is the first time I've had to spend like $50 on a part for it. So like, I'm okay with this so far. I'm not upset about it. Depending on how long it takes the part to get here, I'm not sure. So, all right, let's see. Wobble Rocket is not wild about any of the live action remakes. CG says that they're hit or miss, and says that Mulan is one of the worst remakes in his opinion, which, again, like, I think if you go to Rotten Tomatoes and you look at the Disney live action remakes, Mulan's score is like, I mean, they're all like, okay, some of them are high, like, and they go down, but Mulan is at the bottom of the list. And I was like, wow, that must be terrible. So, Simba fan is somewhat excited for Jurassic World Rebirth. Okay, Simba fan. Um, I'm gonna just tell you something that might make your jaw drop. I only just saw the very first Jurassic Park, which is the only Jurassic Park that I have seen, just about a year and a half ago was the first time I watched it. You can actually find the live stream where I watch it if you go looking through my channel. I believe the title of that stream is Gen X Man Watches Jurassic Park for the very first time. And yeah, so how do I feel about the Fast and the Furious franchise? So I've only seen one of the Fast and Furious movies, and it's not the first one. I've only seen Hobbs and Shaw, which I guess is a spinoff. And I'm not gonna lie, like I've avoided Fast and the Furious because I'm not a cars guy. And and I've actually been surprised at just how many movies have gotten made in this franchise. Are they up to like a dozen now? Something like that? Anyways, so when I was watching Hobbs and Shaw, the part, I think there's one scene where they have to like link a bunch of cars together and then link that one to like a helicopter or something. And so it makes a great big chain of cars or something. It was one of the most ridiculous things I have ever seen, but my God, was I entertained during that scene. I was just like, this would never happen in real life, ever. This is not even remotely plausible, but holy hell, that just looks like so much fun. So, All right, you've took CG a long time to see Jurassic Park, but now he's seen all 6 films that are currently out. I'm gonna get there eventually. I know that Mesozoic Mind wants me to watch Mesozoic Mind. I keep mentioning him. He is a member of the channel. He does send me a couple of bucks every month. So thanks to him for being a channel member. But when Jurassic Park comes up, I'm gonna bring him up because it's because of Mesozoic that I even watched Jurassic Park in the first place. And I very much enjoyed it. And I'm told that, the next ones aren't as good, but I should watch them anyways. And so I will. I just don't know when I'm going to get around to them. But that is the plan. So do I see Toothless as a massive icon like Simba fan does? I frickin' love Toothless, okay? And I didn't see the How to Train Your Dragon movies until after they had left theaters. But I remember watching it and being just so pleased with how Toothless behaved, because I had a black cat at the time who basically Toothless reminded me of. And like just his mannerisms and everything. And so like Yeah, I have a soft spot for Toothless. I love that franchise, and the dragon designs were definitely a big part of that. I'm not talking about just the way they look. I'm talking about like their behaviors, the way that their mannerisms. Like, yeah, no, I like they designed the dragons to basically be like dogs and cats with scales, fangs, and wings that could breathe fire. So. Okay, all right. I want to show you guys another thing that I have been working on, and this may take a moment because I want to see how we could get this to work. So here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to bring up a little thing that I'm working on Canva right now. Now this is just a concept, okay? This is a concept that I would probably submit to a graphic designer. So I want you guys to just keep that in mind when I show you this, all right? So here's what I'm going to do. I am going to let's see. I am going to show you the screen I'm going to show you this display. Wow. Hold on. Can I just go over here and do it? Okay. All right. So here we go. All right, guys. This is a kind of concept for an overlay, essentially. All right. And what you've got here is something like I've had overlays before and I've used them and I haven't been crazy about them, but I think that's just mainly because I didn't put enough thought into the designs. And so I'd really like you guys' input on this. So the I actually have thought about becoming a VTuber, but I don't know. You guys have seen my face anyways. What's the point, So anyways, here's what I'm just gonna go through this real quick. So we've got my brand right here. We got the Spidey Librarian logo right here. And then like I would change this part out so we'd have like, whenever I do a Classics Revisited stream, I would have this up right here. We would have the feature that I'm watching, which would be like over here in this main viewing area right here. And then I've got a big, huge text here for the timer because like one of the issues that I've had lately is that I basically like someone came up and was like, "Why don't you have a timer? What kind of a loser are you?" And while I may not have appreciated his tone, like he did make a good enough point that I was like, I should put a timer on these. And so that's what I did. So anyways, that's kind of what I would like to like that's a thing that I think I could do. Now, obviously that is just a concept. Oh, and in the upper right corner, I don't think I mentioned this. The upper right corner here would actually be this would be like part of the chat. I would put the chat in here for most live streams and everything. And then I would just whoops. Oh, okay. I think that's just my phone deciding that it doesn't want to be connected to my computer right now. So okay, but like this would be where the main action would be. This would be if I've got like, if this is where I'm doing the reaction, it would go in this big viewing area here. If I'm doing a Let's Play live stream, I would put the video game play in here. And then I could put the I could put the camera over here for like video game streams. I don't know. Um instead of the chat. Like I want to try to keep it modular so that way I can do a lot of different things with it. So I don't know, like what do you guys think? Like my big issue with the timer just like on this overlay right here where it's just the video is that I'm not going to want the timer to be on my reaction video. So I'm going to have to like basically expand the hold on. I don't like doing this, but I'm gonna do it real quick. Where is it? Why can I not find the camera? There's the trouble cam. That's not it. There we go. The webcam. Here we go. Like I would basically have to do this in order to get it out, you know? And I want to avoid doing that. But so like me creating an overlay makes it so that I can have an area that is just this, all of this, you know? It's just the video, and then like I can always, you know, like expand that part out so that way I don't have to put the timer in there. I don't know. Like again, I would like you guys' opinion. Steve, hey Steve, how you doing? He appreciates timers for watch parties. Yeah, I've gotten a lot of positive feedback about the timer, so I'm really glad I've done that. The gentleman who recommended it, I assume it was a gentleman. I don't know their actual gender, but the person who recommended it, basically, like after I started using a timer a week later, they were like, "Good man, good man. Congratulations on getting a timer." So I was like, "Okay, all right, you know." I may not have appreciated how he had phrased it before, but like when I did it, he was like, you know, you did good. So I appreciated that. So, all right. Did I know that Batman Forever turned 30 and Batman Begins turned the first Christian Bale turned 30 earlier in the month? Okay, they're not the same age, but I'm pretty sure you meant that Batman Begins turned 20. I actually just thought about that today. I was like, because I was thinking about Superman, and that's like a, what, Jesus, a 40, that's nearly a 50-year-old movie. Damn, you know? Um, but um, but yeah, I definitely thought about some of those things, and including Batman Begins. I'm like, oh yeah, that's 20 years old. So all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and put a quick poll up, and I'm just like you know, what do you guys think of the overlay concept I just showed you? All right, and the choices are going to be I love it, it's okay, and I hate it. And I'm not going to let anyone have a wishy-washy opinion. You're going to have to just make a choice. So yeah, guys, but seriously, let me know what you think about that overlay because, and again, that's not a finalized design. That is basically a, you know, we're going to um, pitch this to a designer. I'll probably go to like Fiverr or something, and they'll come back to me and go, okay, well, here, what do you think of this? And then, you know, we'll go ahead and, you know, do a little back and forth. I've worked with designers on Fiverr before. I was using an overlay, I think last year or the year before. I didn't use it for very long, and it wasn't because it was bad. I just decided that that particular overlay just wasn't good for me. But I did do some gameplay on it, and people liked it. So, you know, but I've got 2 votes for I love it. So excellent, guys. Excellent. I appreciate that. Please keep coming in. If you need to see the overlay, I mean, I've still got it up. Just ask, and I'll make sure that it is shown to you if you haven't yet seen it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and just do a pinned post. If you need to see the overlay before voting, let me know in the chat. So there we go. There's the comment. I'm pinning it, and there we go. So there. This looks all manner of interactive right now, doesn't it? All right. Yes, Batman Begin did come out in 2005, yes. And Batman Begins, I gotta say what you want about, I guess people call it the Dark Knight trilogy. say whatever you want about the rest of the trilogy. Like, yes, The Dark Knight is it's an amazing movie. I don't ever need to watch it again. The Dark Knight Rises, again, like so much detail. I Batman Begins for me is the best film out of the trilogy. That to me really got back to Batman basics in a way, and I just felt like the story was not only like really well put together and well told, but it was also like it was still fun. And I feel like in The Dark Knight, and especially The Dark Knight Rises, like it was just all so serious. And I didn't need it to be that serious. Like, don't even get me started on the Batman with Robert Pattinson. Like that, like they've just gone super serious, you know. And I'm just like, it's just so overwrought. I don't need it, you know. So yeah, I don't I don't know. It's just my personal opinion. I am a pretty big Batman fan. Like for a very long time, Batman was the only DC comic that I would read regularly. But like, yeah, I don't know. I just don't care for a lot of the like I feel like these movie makers are just like grimdark, 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 grimdark. That is the Batman. And yes, but not that dark. Jesus. You gotta have some light, you know? Which is why, in my opinion, Robin should be a part of the Batman movies. He doesn't need to be in the first one. Hell, he doesn't even need to be in the second one as as the Batman movies by Tim Burton and later Joel Schumacher showed us, you know? But like eventually by about the third movie, like he should be coming in there, you know? And no, what's his face's character in The Dark Knight Rises does not count. Okay? No. Robin has to be paired with Batman. He can't take over for Batman. All right? Give me a break. I mean, I liked the nod. That was very cute, but we're not going to hear any more about that particular superhero ever again. So, you know, and if I'm wrong, you know what? If I'm wrong and we do, I will actually be very glad to be wrong. But I don't think we will. I don't think people were interested enough in that iteration of that character to be like, oh yeah, let's see more adventures from this guy. You know. So yeah, I don't know. So um, I want to go back to one of my posts on my YouTube channel. Give me a moment here. I'm going over to my community board real quick, and maybe I'll put this up on screen as well. So let's see. Let me just escape here, and I'm gonna put my post up on the other screen. So, all right. So first of all, first thing I want to show you guys. And I could probably do split screen, but it's going to take way more brain power than I currently have. So please just let me go ahead and do it this way. So I know this kind of sucks. I apologize. It's not an ideal view. Actually, you know what I could do? I'm sorry. I could just go ahead and go put this into Canva. So give me a second. For anyone interested, I'm using Opera GX, the browser. So let me go ahead and just bring up that screen again. Okay, all right, it should be on here. So I'm sorry, I'm perpetually behind on my stream. I don't get why it does that. But let me go to Canva here, and the most recent post today, which I don't want you guys to see some of that stuff. Okay, all right, here. I'm gonna just do, we're gonna come back to me for a second. And let me see, where are the live streams for this week? Here we go. All right. Apparently I'm gonna be playing Astrobot this week, so. All right, so let me go ahead and bring this up now. There we go. All right, so as you guys can see, this is my post from earlier today. On Sunday, I'm trying to schedule these to just go out at noon, so I'm trying to get these done ahead of time and just post them out so that you guys just can see them every Sunday at 12. Because why is it 2:30? It's at 2 o'clock. Okay, that's an error right there, but whatever. Anyways, I'm doing 4 streams this week. We did Superman. My next one will be on Wednesday, where we're going to play more X-Men Legends, X-Men Legends 2, Rise of Apocalypse. And I don't know if any of you guys, CG actually comes to these. These have actually been a lot of fun, and I've actually been really, like, I don't know, I've really enjoyed you guys coming in and just hanging out and talking about the X-Men while while I try to get through this game and everything. And I think on my most recent post, I actually did announce that the Wednesday gaming live streams are going to be something called Long Play Wednesdays, where I play a game until it's done. Like, we'll stream that game from like 8 to probably 11 or midnight, and then we'll just like come back, and if it's not finished, we'll play more of it the next week until we get it done. And part of the reason that I did that is that I just got tired of playing games like in small bits and just not making much progress on them. And playing a new game every week has its thing, like has its appeal, but there's something to be said for like finishing something too. All right. So I was really happy to make that announcement for it's starting in July. This is going to be like a regular thing. I'm still I'm already doing it. So, please feel free to come in on Wednesday evenings and check that out. But yeah, if you enjoy video game play, right now the game is going to be X-Men Legends 2. I think we've just beaten Act 3, so we're going to start Act 4, and I think it's a 5-act game. So, Film First Friday this week is going to be a movie called Reality Bites. This is another one of those, I'm a Gen X man, and I've never seen this movie, and a lot of my fellow Gen Xers have tried to take away my Gen X card for not having seen this movie. It stars Ethan Hawke, Winona Ryder, and Ben Stiller, and they were all like so young back then. So this is a 90s movie, I believe. I can't remember if this is early 90s or what, but yeah, I definitely was like, I basically put this on a list, and I was like, I should, it's time. I should go ahead and watch this. So we could probably make an entire playlist called Gen X Man Finally Watches This Movie. And like this would be on it, Jurassic Park would be on it, Fargo would be on it, Iron Giant would be on it, and several other movies that I have coming down the pipeline to eventually watch. So again, Film First Friday. I have a lot of fun on Film First Fridays. So like if you guys can ever join me for that, please do. And then on Let's Play Saturday, I'm going to be continuing Astrobot. And I'm not going to lie, guys, I'm having a lot of fun with Astrobot. When we finish up X-Men Legends 2, I might make Astrobot one of the votes, like one of the choices for which game we play next. So if you guys have any opinions as to what games I should play next, let me know. I can't guarantee you that I will necessarily take them, but I will take them into consideration. So, please feel free to go ahead and do that. So anyways, that's just one post that I made not too long ago, which involved something that I made on Canva for one. I want to go and check out a document that I made earlier though, last week. And it's this one here. And I'm just now getting to it. I don't think the third page, I don't think I've shown that yet. Maybe I have, and I've forgotten that I posted it because I'm very forgetful. But I want to show you guys this. So let's go ahead and check it out. So what I've started doing is I have kind of instead of doing like an end of the year evaluation of my channel over 12 months, what I've started doing is I've started breaking things down into quarters. So every 3 months, I basically talk about what I've managed to do in the past quarter and what I'm thinking of doing for the next quarter. And hopefully this is information that is, relevant to you guys, that is interesting to you guys. And if I'm not putting out information that you want to see from these, let me know what kind you would like to see. So for instance, like I think I posted this page earlier in the week where I'm just like, okay, here are the live streams that I did. And then I had like Film First Friday, Classics Revisited, Let's Play Saturday, and then the extra gaming streams, which is mostly Elden Ring at this point. Another game that I'm really enjoying. So Film First Friday, we've done 14 streams, including Cost, which I hope never to ever watch again. And then I started Classics Revisited in May. And all but one of those have been the extra. That was all the other ones were basically you have to be a member to be part of those streams live. But I do make the video on demand available a couple days later. And that's what's going to happen with the Superman one. You guys will get to see it on Tuesday. And if you want to see them live, I mean, consider picking up a membership. They start at $3 a month. It's very cheap. And, you get the opportunity to watch that one with me live if you want. So the extra, I'm going to start trying to do at least one like extra Classics Revisited. I don't know about every month, but at least multiple times per quarter. And that was Rogue One. That was the end of Andor's journey after we had watched season 2 of Andor on Disney Plus. And I have to admit, a lot of people showed up to that stream and had a lot of fun. So I can't wait to tell you guys what the next one is going to be. And you're going to find out in just a few minutes here. Let's Play Saturday has been pretty successful. Sometimes people show up for it. Sometimes they don't. I get to continue a rotation of games that I started playing. And I think I decided in this quarter to just keep it to like 4 or 5. And that's really worked. The extra gaming streams, people like Elden Ring. So watch parties, we did 15 streams. That was very exhausting. I've only done 2 uploads since April. I've kind of slacked off on it. And right now I just don't have the energy and time to consistently do that. But you guys told me about something recently that I may do soon, so I'll let you know about that in a moment. I know I posted this one recently. These are things that I am looking to do in the third quarter, from July to the end of September. First Film Fridays and Classics Revisited live streams are going to continue as they are. So First Film Fridays will be on Fridays, and then if they occur another day, it'll be First Film another day. So, but Classics Revisited, they will continue as is on Sundays in the early afternoon. And I will try to put out at least like 1 or 2 extra Classics Revisited streams that anyone can come to. You don't have to be a member. You can come to those live. I'm going to try to do at least a couple of those per quarter. Watch parties are going to be scaled back. Partially just because the release schedule just killed me. Making and then flipping between all those streams so quickly was kind of exhausting for me, and I really kind of got worn down with it. So, and then Let's Play Saturday is going to continue with a regular rotation of games. I just played Hollow Knight. Once a month, I also do a retro Spider-Man game, which is currently the Game Boy Advance version of Ultimate Spider-Man, which I'm really enjoying, but I think we're already about halfway through it in one stream, so I might complete it in July. We're going to find out. Stardew Valley is on the regular rotation and is going to be there for a while. I'm really enjoying making my farm on my Switch. And then Astrobot is basically the 4th kind of regular one that is going to be around. until I beat it, and then we retire it properly. And again, I'm really enjoying that one. And then the ringer here is Vampire Survivors. Just whenever I have an extra Saturday, a fifth Saturday in the month, then we're going to do Vampire Survivors. Really great game. If you haven't played it, it's you can buy it for like $5, and that's when it's not on sale. I highly recommend Vampire Survivors. It is so much fun, and it's a great ode to Castlevania style of game. New gaming stream on Wednesdays. We're going to start doing long play Wednesdays, which again, I'm kind of already doing that. And right now we're playing X-Men Legends 2 Rise of Apocalypse. We'll basically play it until we complete it. And then we'll vote on another game that I can play and play it to completion. And then we'll retire it. I'll put in the reviews on Groovy and Backlogged, and you guys can see them there. And then finally, uploads, they're going to continue on an as-able basis, but I'm not going to make myself do a monthly quota. That just causes me distress that I don't need. And then, I think I mentioned this, I'm going to start doing themed months starting in July. So, for instance, if I had been doing themed months during this quarter, May would have been a Star Wars month. And I wouldn't have done just Star Wars content that month, but I definitely would have highlighted Star Wars by watching, some Star Wars films, like I did with Rogue One, for example, So that's just something that you may want to know going forward. So starting in July, the first theme is going to be comic books, or to be more precise, comic books and graphic novels. And the impetus for this is that we have San Diego Comic-Con coming in July. And so I was like, well, we're going to do a special, like, just, an homage to comics and graphic novels. And so I think this is the first. I don't think I've posted this yet. So, and I will be posting it tomorrow, but you guys are the first to see it on this stream. So here we go. The July 2025 theme for the Spidey Librarian YouTube channel is going to be comic books and graphic novels. And I don't mean superhero books, because I do superhero comic stuff a lot. We're not going to do that. Going to do a little bit of superhero stuff, but for the most part, like it's mostly going to come out in the movies. I'm going to be leaning more into, like graphic novels and stuff like that, because those don't get a lot of love, and I think they do need love. And there have been some good movies made off of graphic novels and comic books that aren't superhero comics. So anyways, guys, you will notice that on July 1st, I'm going to be doing a very special Classics Revisited stream in the evening. On Tuesday, July 1st, we're going to be watching 1990's The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, because the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are definitely one of the loves from my childhood life. And I can't tell you guys how much I just loved this movie. This movie... I was, 12 when this movie came out? I was the perfect age for this movie. I loved it so much. It had action. It had humor. It felt like the cartoon, maybe a slightly more serious version of the cartoon, come to live action. And I was over the moon. So I'm going to be really excited to see who shows up for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Guys, join me for this, okay? I anticipate having a hell of a time, and I think you guys will as well. So please show up for this one. You can also see that on July 25th, I'm going to be watching, for Film First Friday, 300. Yes, if you didn't already know this, I have never seen 300. And I feel like it's about time. I feel like I need to see, is that Gerard Butler? I need to see him yelling, "This is Sparta." Like I've seen clips of it. I want to see it in its natural environment. All right. We're gonna do a Classics Revisited on Sunday, July 27th of Watchmen. That will be a regular Classics Revisited where you'd have to be a member to watch on like during the live stream, but afterwards, again, it will be made available the following Tuesday for you guys to watch and hopefully watch along with me, you know? So, and then so the first film, or the second Film First Friday of July is gonna it's gonna be for you guys to decide. Actually, you guys get to decide which comic book / graphic novel movie I'm going to show on July 11th, and I will be putting the poll for that out very soon as well. I'm not going to tell you what the choices are tonight. But I will say that there are quite a few movies that are either based on or inspired by comic books and graphic novels that are really good that I have never seen. So be sure to keep an eye out for that poll. I definitely want you to vote on it. I want you to tell your friends to vote on it. Get people out. And if you can, get them to attend the live streams as well. And then, of course, we've always got comic book inspirations in the video games that I'm playing. It's mostly superheroes. I mean, let's admit it. But we're going to be playing Spider-Man, and then we're going to be playing X-Men Legends 2: Rise of Apocalypse in July. So, All right, CG Anime Fan says that between 300 and Watchmen, it seems like July will have a lot of Zack Snyder. I can promise you that I will not be putting any Justice League or, Zack Snyder Superman films in the poll for July 11th. So I don't know if that disappoints anyone, but I don't know. It's been a while since I've seen Watchmen, so I'm looking forward to seeing that again. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And 300, again, is one of those movies I've just wanted to see for a very long time and never quite gotten around to. So I'm looking forward to that as well. So these are all bangers. Nice. Good. So, hey, Steve, does that mean you'll be at all the live streams? Huh? Does it? Because, man, that would be awesome, too. I'm just saying. So, but yeah, I wanted you guys to see these. Here's the thing, guys. I don't do a lot of these live streams where it's just me talking to you guys. So, first of all, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. Because this would be a lot more awkward if I didn't have anyone to talk to, So thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. And please keep on coming out to these. I mean, maybe I should do one of these a month. I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you, I mean, obviously you're here for this one, so I assume you'd come to the other ones. Would you try to get others to show up? Would you try to get other people, so bell is on. Oh, nice. Thank you. Okay. All right. But yeah, I mean, maybe I should do more of these kinds of streams. I don't know. You guys tell me. So, but I do want you guys to know that excuse me, sorry about that. I'm probably going to post this tomorrow. I'm sorry. So I'm probably going to post this tomorrow. And then I think on Tuesday, I will post the poll for the July movie. And I'm going to leave the poll open until Friday, July 10th. So essentially, Friday, July 10th. I'm just not using my brain tonight. No, Friday, July 28th, I think, would be the correct day. Or the 27th? The 27th. There we go. So, so that way I can start making the streams and everything for you guys to see. So, July 11th is the day that the new Superman film comes out. Yes, it is. So if you are too busy to go, wait a minute. Oh yeah, no, that is for Film First Friday. Yeah. I mean, if you guys can't make it because you're going to see Superman, I'm not gonna lie, like I'm okay with that, you know? I'm actually gonna go and see Superman on July 10th because I have a group of friends that I normally go and see MCU films with. We usually go on the Thursday before release. And yeah, we've I believe we've already gotten our tickets for Superman, so I'm checking my AMC app right now. So, but yes, you are correct. Superman does come out, and I, I got to tell you, man, like I'm thinking of trying to hold on. Let me just check my AMC because I know we've got tickets. I know we've already gotten our tickets to Fantastic Four. That is already like there's a group of us going. We're gonna go see it. Yeah. Okay, wow, I thought we had tickets to Superman already. We don't. Well, I'm gonna see if I can get some for myself then, because if they ain't going, I'm going. So hold on, guys. I'm sorry. I thought we'd already done this, but apparently we haven't. So shame on me. So all right. Well, while my app decides to take its sweet time doing this, I don't know. Do you guys have any questions? Anything that you'd like to ask? Anything that you would want to talk about? I mean, I had Simba fan asking me about what I thought of Toothless earlier. So anything is permissible right now. I'll tell you guys what. I'll give you another preview. And right now, I have to give a disclaimer. This flyer is not finished yet, which is part of the reason that I haven't posted it. But I'll go ahead and show you guys this one right now. So, all right. So these are the movies that are coming out in July that I will be watching on the channel. All right. So for July, the month of July, the first movie that I watch every month is generally a horror movie. All right. And that is because on the second Friday of every month, my coworkers Esteban and Crystal and we watch and talk about a horror movie for a Facebook live stream that we do at work called Freeman Fright Days. If you guys can ever check that out, I've posted the link before, but yeah, come check that out sometime. Give us some love if you get the opportunity. You don't have to be there live. If you can, great. I would love it, but you don't have to be. But here are the movies. So the first movie for July we're going to be watching is Ma, and it stars. Oh God, what's her name? I know her name, and I can never remember it. Damn it. This actress is in Spider-Man. She's in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man. Oh, what is her name? I'm gonna Google it. Ma actress. Octavia Spencer. There we go. God, people probably yelling at me. It's Octavia Spencer. Yes. She's actually in the first Spider-Man movie with Tobey Maguire. She's like the one at the wrestling booth telling him, you realize that we are not responsible for injuries that you may and probably will sustain during this battle or during this fight. So, all right. On July 8th, which I believe is a Tuesday, so I might not have. Yeah, no, this because this isn't the theme. So July 8th, guys, and this is something else I'm going to try to do on the channel. Is actually a holiday. It's actually National Video Games Day or National Video Game Appreciation Day. And so I figured for July 8th, we would watch Console Wars. I had originally scheduled this for July 11th, but I thought it would be more fun to let you guys decide a comic book graphic novel movie. So I'm going to be doing a Film First Tuesday on July 8th. So Console Wars is about the heyday of the console wars between the Nintendo Entertainment System and the Sega Genesis. back in the late 80s slash early 90s. So I'm looking forward to this. I love video game history. I don't know that I've gotten, but I don't know that I've said much about that. But yeah, you should definitely watch it. If I can't remember. It's accessible on one of the services that I have access to. So looking forward to that. Curse of the Golden Flower is actually a recommendation from a coworker. I haven't seen it before. I haven't seen Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon too, so I need to watch that as well. But Curse of the Golden Flower, we're going to watch that on July 18th, and then you guys know that we're watching 300 on July 25th. So these are all movies that I've never seen, in addition to whatever we select for July 11th as a comic book film. All right. Steve is asking, question if you can share. I'm going to buy a new PC for gaming streaming soon. What type of setup do I have? NVIDIA, AMD, anything specific I should think about when choosing? Steve, so if you want to talk about that, are you on Discord? Because what I would recommend is just messaging me on Discord. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the most tech savvy guy in the world, but I can definitely try to share with you my specs. I did put this PC together with parts that were recommended by one of my teenagers who was a lot more tech savvy. Like, he builds computers. I think he does that right now. So, and he was, like, I can tell you what I got, and then I can give you kind of some common sense considerations. But aside from that, I don't know. So, all right. For Classics Revisited, you guys know that we're doing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on July 1st now. On Sunday, July 6th, this is going to be my 4th of July celebration, guys, okay? I have a lot of issues with where our country is headed in recent years. I really do, especially given what happened, yesterday, when we basically went to war with Iran. So my quote unquote celebrations of America are going to be very tongue in cheek at best. All right. So I felt like watching Independence Day, one of the best like action sci-fi movies that I think I have ever seen. I felt like that was a perfect way to get started with a quote unquote Independence Day celebration. So, on July 13th, we're going to be watching the Godzilla movie from, God, I want to say this is from 2014, I think. I think this is the one starring Elizabeth Olsen, and I think this is the very first MonsterVerse movie, actually. So I didn't realize that at the time. I have seen it before, but I need to see it again. And I figured Mesozoic would be happy about this one. So I don't even think he recommended this one. Maybe he did. I don't know. He probably did. So on July 20th, since I recently watched the live action version of Lilo and Stitch, I figured this was a good time to rewatch the animated version that I thought was so great when I watched it. So I'm looking forward to that one. And then, of course, you guys know that we're going to be watching Watchmen on July 27th. So I'm really excited for July. So I think you guys will be, I think you guys will enjoy it as well. So anyways, let me go ahead and bring us back to my ugly mug. Hello. All right, let me see. Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon is such a good film. I will watch that at some point on this channel. Like, you know, if you want, I will make it a promise. I'm not saying when, because I don't know when, but it will happen. I promise you. All right, CG asks that since the previous DC film continuity is over, do I plan on catching up on the films that I didn't see, or am I not interested in them? CG, I respect you too much to lie to you. I'm really not that interested in them. However, that doesn't necessarily mean that I won't see them. I've actually seen quite a few of them, now that I think about it. I've seen Shazam. I haven't seen the second Shazam. I've seen Man of Steel. I've seen Batman versus Superman. I think I'm pretty sure I've seen Aquaman. And I've seen at least part of the Justice League, and I did not like it. I'm sorry, I really didn't. I've seen The Flash, I've seen Wonder Woman, I've seen Wonder Woman 1984. I've actually seen quite a bit of the DC universe movies. So, um, it's not something that I need to do for Film First Friday, and I just don't see myself doing a lot of them for Classics Revisited. So, I'm sorry. I hate giving good people bad news. But I will say this. I will say this. I'm gonna go see Superman. That will happen. In fact, let me get back to my AMC app. Okay, coming soon. Where is Superman? Opening July 11th, which means I want to try to get there on July 10th. Okay, let me see what is available. Oh my god, there is a 2:45 p.m. showing, and that's no. Oh my god, is IMAX available? What? Okay, all right. It's at 9:15 p.m. Damn it, am I off work that Friday? I mean, if I have to take off early, I will, but let me see. Let me see what is available. There is not a lot available right now. So here's what I'm going to do. Because my friend who usually does this has asked about it and basically been like, yeah, are we doing this? And enough people have been wishy-washy about it that no action has been taken. So, oh, okay, these are taken, right? Okay, why? Why? Okay, that's IMAX. Wow, a lot of these haven't been taken. Never mind. I am a silly Billy. I am going to go with let's see. I'm going to go with the 2 as far up as possible. And I am, yes. And there we go. And let me see. All right. So what I did, guys, I just made a 9:15 reservation to go see Superman on July 10th in IMAX. And then I have one person on the AMC A-List app who is part of my entourage. And so I got a ticket on her behalf as well. I'm basically forcing her to basically go, are we going to this or not? Because here's what I'm selecting. So, yeah. All right. Okay, yeah. And to be fair, I mean, I did enjoy The Flash. Flaws and all. Them having the Michael Keaton Batman in it, oh god, it was so... I loved every scene he was in. I hope the new continuity wins you over. I hope so too, because here's what I'm going to say about it, okay? Having just watched Superman the movie today for the first time in over 30 years, okay? It's really hard for me to describe just how intense that experience was. I definitely had some issues with it. I do not like the way that they portray Luthor in that movie. He's like an Adam West Batman villain, and that is not Lex Luthor. No, in no multiverse is Lex Luthor like that. I'm sorry. I mean, I guess he is in this multiverse, but he shouldn't be. Anyways, having just watched that movie today, you know, you guys know me. I'm a Spider-Man. I'm a dyed-in-the-wool Spider-Man fan. I mean, I've got I've got the cardboard cutout behind me right here. My name is Spidey Librarian. I'm a Marvel guy. Live and die. That's never been in debate. But here's the thing. The Superman movie was made the year after I was born. I was born in December of 1977. The Superman movie came out in 1978. And it was probably the only real superhero film out at the time. So from a very young age, I was exposed to that character and that score. I will never forget that score. That score is like if music can be imprinted on your DNA, that score has done it to me. Okay, that John Williams score. And so, like, I love Spider-Man. I don't see anything ever changing that. Spider-Man, when it comes to comic books, superheroes, that Spider-Man is like the love of my life, okay? But here's the thing, guys. Superman was my first love. Superman was my first superhero love as a child. And there was almost nothing that could be done about that because, again, like, that score is the sound of hope and all things good in the world. And so whenever I've been watching these Superman trailers, you know, like whenever they refer to that score, because they know what they're doing. They are tugging on the heartstrings of people like me. Okay? People who may not even necessarily have had a choice when it came to whether or not, you know, you were exposed to this or grew up with it. This is just, you know, like, this is just something that, like, you know, I don't want, like, Superman is not ever going to be my superhero anymore. But, like, that score, I love that score. And I love the ideal of Superman. And a well-written Superman story is a beautiful thing indeed to read. And, you know, like, so if this movie ends up knocking my socks off, I say bring it on, you know? I loved all three Guardians of the Galaxy movies. And this might be a hot take, but I think that the first Guardians of the Galaxy movie is fan-frickin-tastic. And then the second one is even better, okay? And then the third one, in my opinion, like, it was like they started off great and they got better each time. So I trust James Gunn to tell a story. I'm pretty sure James Gunn is well aware of the enormity of the narrative task that he has got in front of him with this DC universe of movies. So I'm going to trust the guy to tell a story. And I am hopeful that he will knock it out. That it's what I want. Okay. And I know I know that when, especially, like, I mean, CG has, you know, been around for a lot of my opinions about DC. And so he knows that I'm much more of a Marvel guy than I am a DC guy. But hopefully, if you don't already know this, you'll know it after I tell you. I want DC Comics movies to be as successful as MCU movies used to consistently be. I want them to be that good. I want DC fans to have what MCU fans had during the Infinity Gauntlet saga, the Infinity War saga, the Infinity Saga, whatever you want to call it. You know, I want that for my friends who like DC Comics. Because you know what? DC Comics' success is good for all superhero comic book movies. Like, that's just, the rising tide raises all ships, basically. I want that. And frankly, I want DC to actually be some credible competition to Marvel for my attention. I would love that, actually. And it's just how it's been over the years. I haven't... Oh, hold on. Do I need to... No, yes, I do. I do. I forgot to fulfill my purchase. I thought I had done that already. Because I'm silly. All right. There we go. My friend should get an email or a notification going, hey, are you going to this? Because your friend just told you that he is. So, all right. There we go. I have made my purchase. And there we go. On July 10th, I am now going to see Superman. So, okay, so I'm going to ask you guys one more question before I close things out for the night. And again, I want to say thank you to everyone that showed up. This has actually been really, really awesome. So, and it regards movies that I go to see in the theaters, okay? I know that on this channel, I do a lot of movie watching of like First Film Fridays, movies that I've never seen. And then I do Classics Revisited, stuff that I've watched and enjoyed before. And I feel like when I go to the movies to see something that is just new and coming out, I mean, I want to get out there and see it. I don't want to wait X number of weeks or months and then watch it on the channel, because I'm an impatient person when it comes to that sort of thing. But sometimes I do miss something that I'll be like, oh, well, let's watch this on the channel for the first time, or what have you. I just watched John Wick Chapter 4 last Friday. And God, that was really good. I couldn't believe I'd missed it, though, you know. But like when I go to see a movie in the theaters, like let's use Superman as the example here. I feel like I should try to make some type of content off of that, and I'm not sure what. What would you guys like to see? Would you guys like to see a movie review? Would you like me to do something else? Would you like me to, like, I mean, I can't do like any live streaming like reaction videos like during the movie. I just can't do that. One, from a logistical standpoint, holding my phone up is going to look like I'm recording the film. I just can't do that. So, and so like I could do like reaction reviews or something. Matt Cave occasionally does IRL videos and some in-car immediate reaction vids for some movies. Those are fun. Okay, all right. I could do that. I'd also like you to check out, if you haven't already seen it, and I'm gonna go find it and see if I can link it. But if you can, go check out my review for Captain America: Brave New World, because that's an example of a movie review that I did that I think it's the kind of thing that I think I might be able to do. I don't know how quickly I'd be able to do it, because it took me a while to get that one out, unfortunately. I just have a problem with uploads, guys. So much energy goes into making them, you know. But if you check that out and let me know what you think, like, that's the kind of thing that I have in mind. I could do like an IRL in the car review afterwards and be like, okay, here's what I thought of it. Just kind of shooting from the hip, you know. So like, I don't know, like, if you like those, let me know. If you don't like those, let me know. I'd kind of, I want to do one for Thunderbolts, because Thunderbolts has been out for almost 2 months now. And I think I've got the review written. I just haven't made the video for it, and I need to do that. So anyways, I just linked the review in the chat. So if you guys get the opportunity to watch that, I think I do a Letterboxd rating at the end of the review. And I'd like to do more stuff like that where I review these movies. I swear, I need an editor. I need an editor to, like, I would need to pay an editor. I don't have that kind of money, guys. I just don't. I'm not a jobs creator. I'm just not. And I'd like to be, but I'm not, you know. But yeah, it's just kind of one of those things that I'm like, you know, this is a piece of content that I could do. And again, I could do the in the car reviews. Maybe I could do the in the car reviews, and then, like, after I've had time to write out a more formal review for Letterboxd and put that up, then I could make a video using that as a script, which is what I did with Brave New World. So, like, you can actually find that video. You can find that review on Letterboxd under my name, and then you'll see that's basically the script for the for the video. So, but anyways, um, yeah, I don't know. I love working on this YouTube channel. Hi, baby. Hello. You come here to visit your old dad, huh? Hello, my sweetie. You're such a sweet baby. Your dad loves you so much. Your dad loves you so much. I love you. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Hey, everybody. My channel producer is here. Anyways, as I was saying, um, I love working on this channel, and it's not a thing that gets me a whole. It I don't generate a ton of money off of it or anything like that. I would say aside from memberships, of which I probably get about, I don't know, 10 or 11 of those dollars, I maybe make another 10 off of like advertisement stuff every month, if that even. So it's not like I'm blowing up or anything, but I just enjoy doing this stuff. I enjoy hanging out with you guys. I enjoy getting your opinions on things. I enjoy being a friendly presence that you guys can come to and talk to and chat about the things that you enjoy, because I enjoy them too. I really get a charge out of that, in the same way that I get a charge out of working with teens and young adults at my day job. So, I mean, I just want you guys to know that I really appreciate you being here, and I really do enjoy your participation and your responses and your questions. So, I mean, keep those coming, you know. What do you guys think? Should I do just a live stream, at least like one of these a month, where I just kind of like make myself available to you guys and just be like, hey, how's it going? This is what's going on in my life. This is what I'm thinking of for the channel. Like, I mean, did you guys have fun tonight? I guess that's probably the biggest question I can ask right now. Did you guys have fun tonight? Um, is this something that you would come to again? Is this something that you would stick around for? Is this something you would invite your friends to? And if it isn't, that's fine. Let me know what you would like. I do this channel for myself, but I also do it for you guys. You guys, the people that I am talking to, the people that are responding to my posts and my videos and my live streams, this is for you guys. So, okay, thank you, Steve. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. So, all right, guys, I think I better go because I need to look at getting ready for going to work tomorrow and stuff like that. So I think I'm going to call it for tonight. We got 3 votes saying that you guys love the overlay concept. So I'll probably float that out on Fiverr at some point in the near future. Yeah, I need to think of a place to put my camera for the overlay. I don't know. We'll see about it. So, all right. Oh, CG, if I did these on a regular basis, I'd probably schedule them earlier. It'd probably be like 9 or 10 o'clock my time. So, hopefully that's not too late. But I understand your concerns, and that makes a lot of sense. I do not hold that against you in the slightest. So, all right, guys, I think I need to call it for tonight. So I think I'm going to go ahead and head off. Thanks again for being here. I really do appreciate it, guys. So take care. This is Spidey Librarian, and until my next stream or upload, I'll be wishing you a good day. Bye.